We're sewing some very nice trousers in this video today. This pattern is Butterick 6901, pants with front pleats, back darts, and a contoured waistband for a flattering fit. The pattern also includes belt loops, slant pockets, and a side invisible zipper. I have sewn a size 8 for this pattern even though my measurements usually put me at a size 10. I have used a beautiful beige Italian wool chambray from Rex Fabrics. This pattern paired so nicely with the free top pattern from Tiana's Closet, which I'll link my tutorial for in the description below. Let's get started sewing this great pair of pants. Here is the wrong side of one of my front pant pieces, and I'm going to pin my pleats. I'm going to place the lines one on top of the other and pin in place right sides together. Sew from the top to the bottom of the line, backstitching to secure, and press this pleat toward the center front. Repeat for both front pant pieces. Now that both pleats are formed and pressed toward their respective centers, baste in place along the top edge. Place your pocket right sides together with its corresponding front pant piece and pin along the slanted pocket edge. Sew from the top of the pant to the dot transferred from your pattern piece, backstitching to secure. Now we're going to snip diagonally from above the dot to the dot and no further. Trim the slanted seam allowance from the slash to the top of the pocket. Open the pant and the pocket away from each other so that the front pant is laying on top of its seam allowance, and give it a good press. Edge stitch the front pant to its seam allowance underneath about 1/8 of an inch away from the original seam line, from the top to the dot transferred from the pattern piece, backstitching to secure. Turn your pocket to the inside of the pant and press along the seam line. Turn the front pant to the wrong side. Fold the pocket in half, right sides together along the fold line from the pattern piece. Pin the bottom edges of the pocket only. Sew the bottom edge of the pocket with a 5/8 inch seam allowance and finish the raw edges. Pin the side and top edges of the pocket to the pant and baste those edges in place. Here are both of my back pant pieces, and I'm going to pin my darts. Sew from the top to the bottom of the darts, leaving thread tails at the end of both darts to tie them in knots. Then press each dart toward its respective center back. Place a corresponding front and back piece right sides together and match the inner leg seams. Pin the inner leg seams from top to bottom. Sew the inner leg seams with a 5/8 inch seam allowance and finish the raw edges. Once you've sewn each front pant to its corresponding back pant, place the pant sets right sides together along the crotch seam and pin in place. Sew this curved seam with a 5/8 inch seam allowance. I've gone ahead and sewn this seam from the top edges around to the back edge. Before I serge the raw edges to finish, I want to remove some of the bulk from the center of this seam. I'm going to trim about 1/4 of an inch away from notch to notch. Now I'll serge my raw edges together for the entire seam. Now I'm going to open out these pant pieces and place them right sides together so that I can pin the right side seam. Pin together the entire right side seam. Now we'll sew the right side seam from the top all the way to the bottom of the pant with a 5/8 inch seam allowance and finish the raw edges. Before I start applying the zipper to the left edge of the pant, I want to finish the raw edges of the front pant from top to bottom and repeat for the raw edges of the side seam for the back pant. Now that the side seams are finished, I've gone ahead and opened my invisible zipper and pressed open the coils so that they're easier to sew. I'll place my left zipper tape right sides together with the left side of the front pant, and making sure that the top zipper stop is at least 5/8 of an inch away from the top raw edge and the zipper teeth are 5/8 of an inch away from the raw edge on the side, I'll pin in place. Now I'll sew this zipper tape to the front pant using my zipper foot and sewing close to the zipper teeth from the top to as far as I can get to the bottom of the zipper. Now that I have one side of the zipper sewn in place, I'll turn the pants so I can pin the opposite side of the zipper to the back pant piece. Pinning the remainder side of the zipper tape right sides together with this back pant piece, making sure to maintain the same distances from the edges as we did on the other side. Sew the opposite side of the zipper tape in place in the same way as we did previously. Now that my zipper is fully installed along the left side, I'll continue pinning the remainder of the seam all the way to the bottom of the pant. Now I'll sew the remainder of the seam with a 5/8 inch seam allowance, starting with my zipper foot so that I can sew as close to the end of my zipper stitches as possible. I'll sew the first few stitches with the zipper foot, then change to my regular foot to continue the remainder of the seam with a 5/8 inch seam allowance. I've applied interfacing to the wrong sides of both of my facing pieces, and I've also added a tag to my back facing piece. I'll place these facing pieces right sides together and pin the right side of the seam. Sew with a 5/8 inch seam allowance and press the seam open. Place the facing and the top of the pant right sides together and pin all along the upper edges, noting that each of the unsewn edges will extend 5/8 of an inch beyond the folded edge of the left side of the pant. Now I'll sew the facing to the top of the pant all the way around with a 5/8 inch seam allowance. Note that both sides of the zipper tape will be folded to the wrong side as worn, which allows for the extension of the facing beyond the folded edge by 5/8 of an inch. And we're sewing over that zipper tape. Now we can turn the facing to the inside of the pant along the seam line and give it a good press. For the raw edges of the facing on the inside, I'm choosing to finish the raw edges all the way around with my serger, and then also fold the raw edge to the wrong side by 1/4 of an inch and top stitch in place, from left side all the way around to the left side. For the seam allowance that we left extending beyond the zipper on the left side, on both sides we're going to fold that seam allowance to the wrong side so that that raw edge is concealed between the facing and the main body fabric. You want the folded edge to lay on top of the zipper tape, but leave the zipper teeth free. Slip stitch in place. Now to finish off the waistband, I'm going to pin it in place to the top of the pant all the way around. And then top stitch my way around, starting about 1/8 of an inch away from the zipper teeth on one side with a 1.5 inch seam allowance, all the way around, stopping about 1/8 of an inch away from the zipper teeth on the opposite side, back stitching to secure. Fold your belt loop piece in half right sides together. Sew Sew the long raw edge with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Trim the seam allowance, turn this piece right side out, and give it a good press. Edge stitch along both long edges of this piece. Cut this piece into 5 equal pieces 3 1/4 inches long. Fold back the short edge of each belt loop by 5/8 of an inch and place it along the top edge of the pant at each of the dot markings from the pattern piece. Sew the tops of each belt loop in place. Just as you did for the top edges of the belt loop, you'll secure the bottom edges in place in the same way, tucking the raw edges under by 5/8 of an inch, placing the bottom raw edge at the dot marking from the pattern piece, and edge stitching in place. The hem allowance for the bottoms of the pant legs are 1 1/4 inches. I've gone ahead and finished the raw edges all the way around and folded and pressed them to the wrong side by 1 1/4 inches. Now I'll use a blind hem foot to sew a blind hem all the way around the bottom of both pant legs. And now the pants are complete. Thank you for joining me for this sew along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future sewing tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.